Hey guys, it's Ender. Today I'm back with another video. Today we're playing Asphalt 8, something I haven't played in forever. And today we are looking at the worst cars in Asphalt 8, top 5 worst cars. So these are not opinion based. These are all completely factual based. And yeah, without further ado, let's get started. In the number 5 spot for our top 5 worst cars in Asphalt 8, I know a lot of you guys are really going to get mad at me for putting this car on the list, but, I mean, what can I say? We have the Jaguar F-Type R. So, let me just explain why this car is bad. So, bad nitro efficiency. If you guys are looking at the top, you guys can definitely see this car has bad nitro efficiency. I don't remember the name of the car. I think I'm racing against what is it called? A McLaren M14A. I think that's what that thing is called. That thing is absolutely beating me. Like, this car does not stand a chance against any of this car against that McLaren. And if you guys are wondering why I'm driving so bad, I'm driving with one hand so I can hold the mic. I'm sorry. Anyway, here's another problem with the F-Type R. It's a token car. It's like, what, 1,635 tokens? Don't ask me if I'm right or anything, but that is not good at all for something that has such poor nitro efficiency. Like, I mean, okay, I'm catching up to this McLaren, whatever it's called now. But this car is bad. It's also quite expensive to upgrade. I think I have this set on a few level 1 upgrades, but that's about it. The only upsides I really give to it are it's got a good rank, and it's cheap. Not cheap, sorry. And it's fast. But there are so many other better alternatives. They might not have as high of a rank or might not be nearly as fast. But, yeah, they're at least decently better. Like, save your tokens and get the Mitsubishi Eclipse, or save some credits and get the Mercedes CLA. This car's just not worth it. I mean, you're basically getting scammed if you buy this car. Now, I did win this event, which is good for me. But still, not a very good car. So, at the number 4 spot, we have the Cadillac ATS. You guys are probably also going to get really mad at me for putting this car on the list. But hear me when I say this. It's got good nitro efficiency, okay? It's fast. I know. But let's not forget that the ATS is possibly one of the worst handling cars in the game. Now, that's just my opinion. I can't tell you if your ATS will be any better, but see, that's an example of how bad the handling in this car is. Again, I'm driving poorly because I'm driving with one hand. So it's like the car drifts, but it drifts so well that it's bad. It drifts so well that it's just bad. I mean, really? Now, I can't guarantee that if the high-performance version, Class C Cadillac ATS-V Coupe, is any better because I've never driven that car. But from all I can tell you, this car's a bad car. if you want a good entry level, what do you call those? D-class cars. Just get the Mini Cooper Roadster, or you can save up some licenses in the Car Mastery and get the much better Geely GC9 or Geely GC9, or save the blueprints and get the DS3 Racing or the Peugeot RCZR. Much better cars. So, I mean, why would you honestly get this car when there are so many better alternatives that they might be more expensive, but just because this car is cheap doesn't mean it's good. So, yeah. Number 4 spot, Cadillac ATS. Hopefully, none of you guys will hate me for putting this car on the list. Which, of course, they'll all probably hate me. But still. At the number 3 spot, we have the Aston Martin DB9 Coupe. Now, I know a lot of you guys know that this car is bad. But this car is bad to the point that it's literally bad in every single factor, except for looks. But, I mean, looks aren't really that important in Asphalt 8. This is, in fact, an elimination event. And bad nitro efficiency, bad handling, bad top speed, and bad acceleration are everything this car is bad at. There are so many better choices. Like, you can get the DS Servolt, or the Citroen Servolt, as it's known in other places. Or get the higher class Aston Martin V12 models, which are much better cars. They might cost either less or more, but they're still worth your money. Or, if you want a really good money cars worth of your money, or tokens, I don't remember if they're tokens or money cars now, get the Nissan GTR or the Shelby GT500. Really good cars. They might be expensive, but still, you should still probably get them if you're looking at a good ride like that. Number 3, Aston Martin DB9. Would have put this car higher on the list, but I figured that the other two are just inevitable. They're so bad to the point. I did not mean to do that. So yeah, that car, number 3, the Aston DB9. At the number 2 spot is possibly one of the most hated cars, in my opinion. The Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG Electric Drive. Yeah, that's a very long name for something so bad. Anyway, here's the problems with the AMG. So, bad handling, bad acceleration. And, yeah, nitro's not very good either. Another thing about this car, now it just feels like when this happens, I can't tell you if this is guaranteed or not, but on this kind of course, the car just feels like as soon as you hit a perfect nitro, it just feels like it loses absolutely all of its speed. I mean, all of it. Now, I know a lot of you guys most likely love this car. I mean, yeah, it's cool. It's a good-looking car. But I'm never going to use it because it's a horrible car. Just saying. So, this car would have been on the number 1 spot, but I just figured number 1 is way too much. But before we get into number 1, here are some honorable mentions. Or, in this case, dishonorable mentions. Our first dishonorable mention is the 2006 Ford GT. It's very expensive to upgrade. Bad nitro, bad acceleration as it appears. I don't know if the lower number is the worst acceleration. Sorry, I haven't been playing Asphalt 8 enough to know that. And yeah, just not a good car. Would have made it on the top 10, or the top 5 list, but it's just too much. Or it's too little to put on the actual top 5. So I know the one I have is at Pro rank, but the next dishonorable mention is the Dodge Dart. Yes, this is the car you get when you start the game. And I did not mean to go back there. It's bad nitro efficiency, bad acceleration, bad several other stuff, is what puts this car on the worst cars list. And this is the problem. That's the car you get when you start off in the game. Gameloft, why couldn't you have just given them a better car? So I know a lot of you guys are really going to get triggered that I put this car on the list. And this car's main upside is the fact that it's cheap. But the problem with the Bugatti 16.4 Grand Sport Vitesse, I don't think I'm pronouncing that right, but oh well. Here's the problems. Bad acceleration, bad handling, bad nitro, fake speed, and a lot of W16 engines. In fact, its only real upside is the fact it's an inexpensive S-Class car. There are so many better, more expensive options, like the W Motors Lycan, which costs tokens, but it's a much better car, according to other YouTubers. I've never driven this car before. Just saying. So what could possibly be worse than most of the other Class B cars? That's right, the Maserati Gran Turismo. This car is the absolute definition of a bad car. Well, I mean, it's good in some cases, but the reason this car is absolutely being killed is handling. You guys are probably seeing this right now. This car is swaying absolutely everywhere. In fact, it's missing most of these gate drifts. And the reason I'm doing this on Iceland on the Iceland map is because this place has so many turns to drift around. And here's the stupid thing. This gate drift is this car's main event. How are you going to be able to succeed at gate drift without having a decent drifting car? I don't know. Don't ask me. But anyway, good choices. The V12 Aston Martins, or or as I said earlier, the Shelby GT500 or the GTR. So anyway, those are the cars on our list. I hope you guys didn't hate this video, even though I probably am gonna get hundreds, if not thousands, of dislikes. But oh well. At least you guys know which cars not to buy in this game now for you newbies watching this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in our next episode. Bye.